Hello, James.
Hello, sir.
Something wrong?
Sorry, sir. Feeling a little bit overworked at the moment.
Overworked?
Well, with this new construction, it's taking us away from our work, also meaning that we have to work more to keep up with the schedule. It just feels like we're understaffed.
You know, James, I've had the same thought. We're missing an engine who can focus more on this work.
That would be nice, sir. A new engine would also be nice for the new work we're going to get.
Indeed. Alright, James. I'll go look for a new engine.
Thank you, sir. You cannot assume that, Thomas. I'm not lazy. I'm overworked. Plain load of rubbish. That to me sounds like excuses to cover up for your lack of productivity. You blue soap bar. Red tomato.
That's enough, you two. This doesn't solve anything. Thomas, James is overworked, and it's very rude to accuse engines like that.
Sorry, sir.
Anyway, we're getting the new engine today.
New engine?
A new engine who I can have concentrated more around the worksite at Tidmouth, so the others can look to their work.
Oh, I remember now. When's the new engine arriving?
Anytime soon. I've gotten quite good at that. Here he comes. Here they come.
Hello, sir.
Hello. How very strange. I'm pretty sure I only ordered one locomotive.
What do you mean, sir? We were told that you ordered both of us.
Is that so? Maybe something has gotten mixed up. I'll have a look at that. But in the meantime, I suppose you can stay for now.
Thank you, sir. Caledonian lads. Why, oh why? What's that supposed to mean? I'm pretty sure there were better choices than you lot. The Callies are outdated by bloody centuries. Watch your mouth, laddie. We ain't ones that ignore your attitude. Did I ask? No, but we don't care. Go on then. I ain't scared. Well, you should be. Look at yourself in the mirror. You see the true essence of a Horwich engine, which as we all know is short for a horrible witch. Well, I never. Such rudeness won't come far here. Well, this time you asked for it, you twat. What a welcoming chap. I can give you a better welcoming if you want. Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there, laddie. I'm Douglas. Nice to meet you. And I'm Donald. I'm Thomas. Pleasure to meet you, Thomas. Now please, a proper welcoming. Well, I imagine that you lads are the new members for the railway. I was told there would only be one coming, but, well, you're both here now. Welcome to the railway, lads. And although James, the red engine, didn't say, he and the other engines are going to be very thankful for the new help. Well, we'll give what we can. That's good to know. Now, if you want to rest at the sheds, it's just down the line to the right. Thanks, Thomas. No problem, lads. Again, welcome to the railway. Thank you. Only supposed to be one? Odd.
Right, the situation is that I contacted the man I ordered from, who said that the engine he sent was 17646. So, which one of you is this number?
We can't remember, sir. Our numbers have worn off over time. We also just call each other by our names instead of numbers.
Is that so? This is quite an awkward situation. I placed an order for 1 and received 2. You know what? We'll do it like this. I'll put you both on trial. You'll get 1 month, and whichever one of you performs better, I'll keep. And if you both perform equally well, we'll figure that out.
Very well, sir. If that's what makes sense to you.
Thank you, but consider yourself lucky. I'm not a man who likes to have others scammed for money, especially during these times. The construction we're undertaking at the moment is very expensive, and we're having to scale back some things just to keep ourselves within the budget as much as possible. Because of this, I expect peak performance from you two. Is that understood?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Well, I never. More Scottish engines. How you doing, lads? Very good, thank you. Likewise, good to see another Scotsman. And the Highland one at that. We didn't see many of those around our pad. No, we were never the biggest railway, but we tried our best. Well, your Jones goods made quite a headline. That's true. Anyway, it's good to see you lads here. In terms of, well, the fact that we need help with our work. Well, we'll try our best. You Callies never had any good foresights though. The ones built by Horwich weren't much better. Not since the beginning, I should add. They now perform quite well. Much better than yours. Ours can give yours a run for their money. Calling our locos bad. What a disgrace. We knew more about building locomotives than they could ever dream of. Watch it, James. Sorry. I need a break. So do I, Donald. It's also lunchtime. We'll go to the rest siding where we can take 30 minutes. Sounds good to me. Brake driver.
I'm braking.
Donald? What the? I can't stop! Oh no. I'm so sorry, sir.
I should hope so too. This signal box is one of the more important ones, controlling trains to and from Knapford. While we can still fix it in a reasonable time, it'll still cause some backlog with the work. This is not a good impression, Donald.
No, sir. I just couldn't stop. It felt like I was slipping on something. Were your brakes fully on? My wheels weren't moving. How very strange. True, but that's not the worst part. What is? Well, now I've made a bad impression for Topham. Oh, I see. This is not good, Donny. What do we do? Carry on as usual. There's still a chance for improvement. I hope so. He should know something. I don't trust James. He was at Lower Knapford before Donald rode into the signal box, and now he's in trouble for something which I don't think is his fault. Honestly, James is the kind of engine who doesn't like to admit fault, even when it's blatantly obvious. I bet he is. Speaking of the devil... What are you wheezing about, you lazy prat? Oi, what's with that attitude? I haven't done anything. Donny would like to differ. Are you accusing me of causing that? His carelessness is the reason. Donny would never do such a thing. I know that better than you. Ugh, typical Callie. However, as much as I'm going to regret asking you this, will you help me up the hill? Why? Can't you do it yourself? I don't think so. These trucks feel unusually heavy. Ugh, alright, I'll do it. But just this once. Don't expect me to do any other favors for you. Alright, push! Push harder, James! I can't do anymore! Rubbish! I'm carrying the whole train! What happened? The bloody brake van smashed. What? Didn't you hear me? The brake van smashed. No, I heard that. But how? What do you mean how? I was carrying all the weight against this wooden box.
I thought it might have been Douglas.
Douglas was grand, sir. It sounded like he was working hard enough for 3. I could hear it from Wellsworth.
2 would have been enough. I had the intent to keep you on, Douglas. But now, I don't know. I really don't know.
I hate snow. Well, I guess it's time to get the snowplows out. No need, lads. We got this. Well, never mind, I guess. No. They won't do the whole thing and get the credit. But you just said that. Forget what I said. James, What's your problem with those two? Duh, they're Caledonian engines. What's wrong with that? Everybody likes the Callies. James? Alright, fine. I was to be sold to a section on the former Caledonian Railway, but they cancelled that order after which I was bought by Topham. That Caledonian section betrayed me, and I hated them from then on. Good enough? I guess so, but that's a very odd reason. What about those accidents they've endured? You were involved in both of them. Only in the second one, remember? But you were leaving the yard at Lower Knapford while Donald was entering it. You must have done something while you were there. Why are you so demanding? I bumped into an oil tanker and it was later found to be leaking, and since you're going to ask about the other crash, I may or may not have been lazy that day and tried to do as least work as possible. Well, that explains the whole thing. You have a lot to sell to Topham. Yeah, I know that. Now let me go handle the snow myself. Suit yourself.
Well, what do we have here? A red engine who tried to be the hero. Don't underestimate the snow, James. It can be very tricky.
What would you know about the snow?
Oh, a lot, I tell you. On the Caledonian Railway, we had drifts that were at least 3 times as big as this one.
I don't believe that one bit.
Relax, James. We'll get you out. Just sit tight.
I can't really do anything else.
James, what were you doing out and about cleaning the snow? I never asked you to do that.
Well, I wanted to be useful, sir.
James, you're incredibly useful already.
But why did you then allow Donald and Douglas to clear the snow?
The reason for that is because Donald and Douglas have an intense record of cleaning snow. It pales anything I've ever seen before.
Oh, I see. Sorry, sir.
Still, I'm having trouble deciding on who to keep on between you two. A broken signal box and a broken brake van, both causing delays on the main line, is hard to pick between.
Then, sir, I'm sorry to say, but your problem is not going to be easier.
What do you mean, Tyler?
James told me something quite interesting earlier today. Would you like to tell Topham what you told me, James? Well, you can't just set me up like that.
James?
Oh, well,
James? So you were in theory responsible for both accidents?
Yes, sir.
Well, thank you for telling me that, James. But unfortunately this doesn't help me in deciding on who to keep on, since it clears the records for both Donald and Douglas. I just don't know.
It isn't fair.
What isn't?
Donald and Douglas are in a position where one of them is to be sent away. Why is that not fair? Topham ordered 1 and got 2. That's not my point.
Then what is it?
My point is that with this massive new building project, we'll be seeing a lot more work. I personally think that 1 more engine isn't going to cut it. Even if said engine is as hard working as either Donald or Douglas, I say that Topham should keep both on.
But that means he'll be spending more money on engines, and we're already struggling to keep to the budget.
But it'll pay over time. If we're down an engine like Donald and Douglas, we won't be able to keep up with the work.
You've been thinking about this for a while, haven't you?
Yes. There's an unspoken rule that says all Scottish engines stick up for one another.
I see. I must admit, you've raised a good point about considering the future. Maybe Topham hasn't thought about that.
Oh, come on, lad. I'm sure he would have thought about it.
If that's the case, I doubt he would be picking between the two. I say we have a deputation. One of us will go and talk to Topham about it.
But who?
I say you, Percy. You haven't said anything during this conversation.
I agree. Alright. Don't push it on me. I'll do it next time I see him. Thank you. Wow. What do you think? It's massive. But boy, does it already feel comfortable. This is the best shed I've ever been in thus far. And I haven't even slept in it. I think this is going to be a treat. Hold on. Why are we so many engines here at once?
Because I requested it.
Oh. Hello, sir.
Hello, Percy. Hello, everyone.
Hello, sir.
Now, I've gathered you all for a very important reason. And yes, it's about my decision with Donald and Douglas. Before I announce it, I want to talk about your deputation. While I understand your feelings on the matter, I do not approve of interference with my work. However, said deputation did give me a new look on the matter. Thinking about the future is strategic, especially during these times. So I contacted your former owner, who said that they'd already gotten new engines to replace Donald and Douglas there. Since he didn't want them back, he was willing to lower the price for both. So, Donald and Douglas, I'm happy to announce that you'll both be staying on the railway.
Are you serious, sir?
Absolutely, Donald.
Why, sir, thank you. Thank you ever so much.
No problem, you two. You've given a stellar performance this past month, and I'm very pleased to now have you both working on my railway.
And we promise to keep it up.
Thank you. Also, on another note, I have a small early Christmas present for you all. What would that be, sir? No way! Hello everyone, look who's back. Henry, oh what a lovely present. How are you feeling, my dear chap? Better than ever. I've had a major overhaul with many parts being repaired and replaced. What about your firebox? Unfortunately, given the cost of a brand new firebox to very specific measurements, it was too expensive to acquire a new one. However, the men at Crow and Skate found an alternative solution.
Which is what?
Welsh coal. This type of coal is smaller and better at burning than the regular coal we use. And with recent tests on Henry, it seems to be doing the trick. But while it is quite a bit more expensive than the regular coal we use, I'm willing to make that sacrifice. Which I'm very grateful for. Anyway, I see we have some new members. How you doing, lads?
Very well, thank you. Nice to meet you, Henry.
And you? Would you have been my substitute while I was away?
Yes, I would.
Well, it's great to meet you too. And what about the rest? How's the express, Croven? Well, for me it's fine. But the weird part is that there's been a massive change with Gordon. How so? Well, if you thought he was quiet before, you better be prepared now since he's gone downright silent. Really? Why would that be? I don't know. But the change seemed to have happened after Alfred's crash. I don't know. There's something unsettling about his behavior. I must return home.